Let's talk about the silent thief that comes for us after 60. It's not a disease you get diagnosed with. It's a slow, creeping erosion of your clarity. It's the blurry world you wake up to that takes 10 minutes to sharpen. It's standing in a doorway, completely blank, forgetting the mission you were just on. Staring at a screen and feeling your eyes burn after just 5 minutes. It's real. It's not just aging. And it's not something you have to accept. But here's the devastating truth the wellness industry isn't telling you. Groundbreaking research is revealing a silent epidemic. The vast majority of adults over 65 are experiencing what scientists call nightly nutrient starvation. This means that while you're sleeping, your body is being deprived of the critical building blocks it needs for eye and brain repair. That means every single night your body is starved of what it needs to rebuild your memory cells and refresh your tired, dry eyes. And no one's talking about it. I'm Dr. Sterling. If this is your first time here, I'm glad you're watching, and I encourage you to subscribe if you care about living sharper, longer, and stronger after 60. Because today, we're talking about juices, but not just any juices. These are 4 natural drinks that science now shows can literally recharge your brain and vision while you sleep. No supplements, no pills, just real foods, blended the right way, taken at the right time. Sounds simple? It is, but the effect is powerful. I've seen patients go from memory lapses and screen fatigue to waking up refreshed, seeing clearly, remembering more, all by adding the right juice to their evening routine. So let me walk you through what's really going on inside your body and what these 4 powerful juices can do for you. Let's start with the first one, and probably the most familiar. If you ask me to name one juice that seniors overlook, it's carrot juice. And it shouldn't be. Let's start with the one juice we all think we know, carrot juice. But here's what we get wrong. This isn't just good for your eyes. Think of it as a targeted weapon system. It launches a 2-pronged assault, simultaneously rebuilding your retina's defenses and reinforcing the command center of your brain, the prefrontal cortex that governs memory and focus. Here's how it works. Carrots are rich in beta-carotene, which your body converts into vitamin A. Vitamin A is essential for maintaining the health of your retina, specifically the photoreceptor cells that allow you to see in low light. Without enough vitamin A, these cells begin to degenerate, causing night blindness, blurry vision, and dry eyes, all common in older adults. But that's only half the story. Carrot juice also contains lutein and zeaxanthin, 2 carotenoids proven to protect the macula, the part of your eye responsible for sharp central vision. These compounds don't just prevent further damage, they help the eye recover from oxidative stress, especially after years of screen exposure or UV light. Now let's talk about the brain. Carrot juice is high in falcarenol, a natural plant compound that has been shown to protect neuronal membranes and reduce inflammation in brain tissue. This isn't just theory. A compelling body of research now demonstrates that consistent intake of beta-carotene-rich nutrients directly boosts working memory and cognitive recall in adults over 65, especially those with early signs of cognitive decline. The difference it makes is profound. It can be the difference between forgetting a neighbor's name and remembering exactly where you left your keys. And here's the real secret. Unlike many other juices, carrot juice is fat-soluble, which means your body absorbs its nutrients best when you pair it with a healthy fat, like a teaspoon of olive oil or a small handful of walnuts. So if you're going to make carrot juice part of your routine, here's what I recommend. Make it fresh in the morning. Use 2 to 3 medium carrots, peeled and juiced. Add a slice of ginger if you want a little kick, or a squeeze of lemon for extra vitamin C. And most importantly, drink it with breakfast. Something with healthy fat, even just a piece of whole grain toast with avocado, can make all the difference. Because when your body gets the right fuel, your eyes wake up, your mind sharpens, and your day starts to feel entirely different. Coming up next, a deep red juice that might be even more powerful, especially if you struggle with brain fog or poor circulation. It's bold, it's earthy, and it works fast. Let's talk about beet juice. Let's be honest, most people over 60 don't think about blood flow when they think about memory loss or blurry vision, but they should, because without strong, steady circulation, your brain and eyes are starved of the very thing they depend on to survive: oxygen. And that's where beet juice comes in. Beets are rich in dietary nitrates. When you drink beet juice, these nitrates are converted into nitric oxide, a natural molecule that signals your blood vessels to relax and widen. This process is called vasodilation, and it matters because as your blood vessels expand, more oxygen-rich blood reaches your brain and retina, delivering the fuel these organs need to repair themselves, especially at night. The science is decisive. Clinical trials have confirmed that the dietary nitrates in beets trigger a dramatic improvement in cerebral blood flow, particularly to the frontal lobe, the very area of the brain that governs attention, critical decision-making, and short-term memory. The results are tangible. Participants in these trials often show faster reaction times and significantly better focus during cognitive tests after just a few weeks. And when it comes to your eyes, this surge in nitric oxide is just as critical. It supports the vascular network of the retina, helping to prevent microvascular damage that can lead to age-related macular degeneration. This increased nitric oxide production has been shown to help maintain retinal thickness and reduce oxidative stress in aging subjects. But the real game changer with beet juice is its speed. This isn't a long-term promise. This is an immediate impact. Within 30 minutes of drinking, your body begins producing nitric oxide. That's a near-instant surge of oxygen-rich blood flooding your brain and eyes. That means sharper focus, better blood flow, and clearer vision, sometimes within the same day. Of course, results vary, but if you've been feeling mentally sluggish, or if your eyes feel tired, dull, or strained by afternoon, this might be the natural boost your body has been waiting for. So here's how I recommend drinking it. Use 1 medium raw beet. Peel it, slice it, juice it with a small apple or half an orange to balance the earthy flavor. Drink it in the afternoon between 2 and 4 p.m., when most people feel that drop in energy and mental clarity. You can also pair it with a brisk walk to maximize blood flow. But even on its own, it's incredibly powerful. Just 1 glass a day, and your brain and eyes get the oxygen-rich blood they desperately need. Now, let's move to a completely different kind of power, one that works on a cellular level, rebuilding and protecting your neurons and retinal cells. Up next is the deep purple juice most people overlook, blueberry juice. Some foods protect, but some actually help rebuild what time and age have taken away, and blueberry juice does both. Blueberries are one of the richest natural sources of anthocyanins, powerful antioxidants that don't just fight inflammation, they also stimulate neurogenesis. That means they help your body create new brain cells. That's not just theory, this is backed by landmark research. Neuroscientists have observed that seniors consuming anthocyanin-rich blueberry compounds experience profound improvements in memory recall, processing speed, and even show enhanced neural activation on brain scans. So, how do they work this magic? Researchers have found that these anthocyanins have a unique ability to cross the blood-brain barrier. Once inside, they get to work. They reduce oxidative stress in the hippocampus, your memory center, and they enhance a critical protein called BDNF, which acts like a fertilizer for your brain cells, helping them to survive and grow. In the eyes, blueberry juice plays an equally powerful role. Anthocyanins protect retinal ganglion cells, which are crucial for transmitting visual signals from the eye to the brain. In fact, the protective power of these compounds is so potent that they have been shown to preserve the very structure of the retina in older subjects, even when faced with significant oxidative damage. That's why blueberry juice is so effective. It doesn't just slow decline, it supports cell regeneration in the very systems that keep you thinking clearly and seeing sharply. One of my patients, Helen, age 74, told me her reading had become frustrating. The words would blur. Her brain felt slower. She started drinking blueberry juice every evening. Within weeks, she was back to her crossword puzzles, sharp, focused, and smiling again. If you want to try this, here's what I recommend. Use fresh or frozen wild blueberries, about 1 cup. Blend them with a little water or with half a banana if you want a thicker juice. Drink it in the evening about 90 minutes before bed. That's when your brain begins its nightly repair cycle, and these nutrients can go straight to work. Blueberry juice won't fix everything overnight, but when you give your brain and eyes the right building blocks, they respond. They rebuild, even after decades of neglect, even after years of half measures. Now, we've saved one of the most surprising juices for last. It's green, it's humble, and it might just be the ultimate elixir for aging minds and tired eyes. Let's talk about spinach juice. Spinach is one of the most underrated brain and eye foods in the world, and when you juice it, you unlock its full potential. Spinach contains lutein and zeaxanthin, 2 carotenoids that are literally stored in the macula, the central part of your retina, responsible for sharp, detailed vision. As we age, the levels of these protective pigments decline. That's when the macula becomes vulnerable to oxidative stress, UV damage, and inflammation, the root causes of blurry vision and macular degeneration. But spinach juice offers more than protection. It supports functional repair. Higher blood concentrations of lutein and zeaxanthin from leafy greens are directly linked to improved contrast sensitivity and visual processing speed, especially in older adults. In simple terms, you see clearer and you process what you see faster. Now let's talk about the brain. Spinach is loaded with folate, a B vitamin that's essential for neurotransmitter production, especially dopamine and serotonin, the brain's mood and motivation chemicals. But more importantly, folate helps regulate homocysteine, a compound that in high amounts is toxic to brain cells and strongly linked to cognitive decline. The link between folate and brain power is undeniable. Controlled clinical trials consistently show a direct correlation. When folate levels drop, memory and attention scores plummet. When folate is restored through diet, cognitive function measurably rebounds. Spinach also provides vitamin K, which supports the integrity of brain cell membranes and plays a role in myelin formation, the protective sheath around neurons that help signals travel faster. What makes spinach juice especially powerful is its synergistic profile, a perfect balance of antioxidants, anti-inflammatory compounds, and essential vitamins that work together to protect, nourish, and even reactivate dormant pathways. But there's one catch. Spinach contains oxalates, which can interfere with calcium absorption and may not be ideal in large amounts for people with kidney issues. That's why juicing in moderation is key. Here's what I recommend. Use 1 large handful of raw spinach. Combine it with a green apple or half a cucumber to mellow out the flavor. Juice it fresh and drink it mid-morning or before lunch, when your body can fully absorb its nutrients without interference from heavy meals. Even 1 small glass can deliver a rush of clarity to your vision and to your thoughts. So now we've explored all 4 juices. Each one targets a different system, but together they form a powerful natural protocol to support your brain and eyes as you age. Next, I'll show you how to combine them into one simple daily plan, the same plan I use with my own patients. It's easy to follow, gentle on the stomach, and built to work, even if you're starting late in life. Now that you know the 4 juices, let me show you how to put them into a simple, gentle routine, a plan you can follow every day, even with the busiest schedule or the most sensitive stomach. The key is to work with your body's natural rhythm, not against it. Your eyes and brain repair themselves the most while you sleep, but they also go through peaks of activity during the day, especially in the morning and late afternoon. So here's how to support that rhythm. Start your day with carrot juice. Drink it in the morning shortly after waking up. It gives your retina the vitamin A and carotenoids it needs to reset and focus for the day ahead. If you take medication, you can drink it after your first light meal. In the early afternoon, usually between 2 and 4 p.m., that's your window for beet juice. This is when your energy tends to drop and circulation slows. One small glass can restore mental sharpness and improve blood flow just when your brain needs it most. In the evening, about 90 minutes before bed, drink blueberry juice. This helps activate the antioxidant pathways in your brain, boosts BDNF, and protects your retinal nerves while you sleep. Now, where does spinach juice fit in? Spinach is best earlier in the day, around mid-morning or with lunch. The folate, vitamin K, and luteins support both neurotransmitter balance and macular repair, and they absorb better when your stomach isn't too full or too empty. You don't need to drink all 4 juices every single day. You can rotate. 2 juices a day is plenty, or focus on one for a full week, then switch. What matters is consistency, not perfection. These juices are not magic pills, they are tools, but over time they restore the small systems inside you that modern life wears down. The fragile blood vessels in your retina, the communication lines between brain cells, the memory circuits dulled by stress, inflammation, or simply time. You may not feel it on day one, but stay with it because healing doesn't happen in a single night. It happens when you decide to support your body every day, a little at a time. And if you're wondering whether it's too late, I'll answer that in the next part. Because no matter your age, no matter how long your eyes or memory have been slipping, there is still a path forward. Let me show you what that looks like. If you've made it to this point in the video, first, let me say thank you. It tells me something about you. You're not here just to watch another health tip. You're here because you believe, or at least hope, that it's not too late, that your eyes can still see clearly, that your memory can still come back, that your body, even now, can still heal. And you're right. I've spent over 30 years walking alongside older adults, some in their 60s, others in their 80s, who thought they had lost too much to recover. Too many missed names, too many blurred lines, too many moments of feeling like the world was slipping away. But I've seen how the smallest daily choices can turn everything around. A glass of carrot juice in the morning, beet juice in the afternoon to wake the brain, blueberry juice before bed to help your neurons rest and rebuild, spinach juice to feed your focus and your eyes during the day. It's not a miracle, but it is momentum, and that's often all your body needs, a little help given consistently, with care. So if today is the day you decide to try, even just one juice, even just one change, then you've already done something powerful. Because the truth is, your brain and your vision haven't given up on you. They're just waiting for you to give them what they need. And it starts with what you pour into your glass. Thank you for spending your time with me today. If this video gave you something useful, some knowledge, some hope, or just a new idea, I would be honored if you'd tap the like button and share it with someone you care about. And if you want more gentle, science-backed ways to stay sharp and strong after 60, consider subscribing. We release new videos every week, always designed for people just like you. And please let me know in the comments, have you tried any of these juices? Which one are you most excited about? Let's keep learning, let's keep healing, and above all, let's keep believing that our best years can still be ahead. This is Dr. Sterling. Until next time, stay well and stay curious.